Well, good afternoon and welcome to Allianz Park for this, our second NatWest Schools Cup Under-15 semi-final. It's Warwick School against Wellington College, another monstrous game of rugby. These two sides seem inextricably drawn to each other in this competition. Warwick have been in the final of the last three NatWest Cups, and on each occasion they've beaten Wellington College en route to Twickenham. We had a very tight previous semi-final between Millfield and Sedbergh. Millfield, who led that game almost throughout with an early try, and then it was all squared after Terence Stewart got a second try for Sedbergh, which actually, given it had been a draw, would have put Sedbergh through, but they made sure with a penalty and won that by 13 points to 10. So Sedbergh will meet one of these two teams. It's Warwick against Wellington. Well, it's Warwick with possession. Ball is in from Henry Miles. Miles goes the opposite side to where his fly half Mortimer was waiting. Miles again, now finds Mortimer. Oh, lovely loop ball over the top, and Warwick trying to get into the corner here. That's been called forwards. Natasha Hunt next to me shaking her head.
I'm not sure about that decision from the referee. Obviously, he's got a better angle than we have down there on the field.
Very generous,
but brilliant looping pass initially.
I thought it was perfect, personally.
Mortimer, what a piece of skill this is. Sorry, not Mortimer. Taking it to the line. Hands are coming backwards, so to me that's a backwards pass, and what a great line.
It's extraordinary decision.
Good man. Just step to left for me, 9, please. Thank you. In your come, please, 8.
Must have thought he was away. Ball is down for Wellington. Playing scrum half there. Ball fizzed away. That's good service. Wellington holding onto the ball a little bit more. Just lacking a bit of shape in terms of a three-quarter at the moment, though. The boys in black and yellow.
Pass back in.
Just outside the 22. Perhaps trying to overcomplicate the passes at close quarters there, and it's handed possession over to Warwick, who flood forward on the support lines on the shoulder.
Hold. Advantage
away from
over.
Miles. Well picked up by Mortimer.
You're off your feet, Black. Leave it. Hold.
Got options to his right. Mortimer wants to thread that ball through to the corner. Is it going to go the right-hand side of the foot corner flag? It's not. So it
restart. 22.
22 drop. Well, look at that from Warwick.
Let's have you a bit squarer and a long bind on the body. Make sure you staying off his arm as well on your side. Fine, stay off his arm.
That we've had so far.
That's fine, but I need your feet, both feet.
Absolutely brilliant.
Look at that. All right.
We need to sign them up for the England women's games.
Okay, crouch. Bind.
Let's go, boys.
Set.
Too many syllables.
No. Hold it.
Full arm back row.
Warwick pick and go from the back. Have they got the opportunity to send the winger in? Came off a Wellington player. So, penalty against Wellington for holding that in. Mortimer nails it through. And Warwick are the first team on the board.
Substitution, please.
Gets it away. Wellington backline were all tightly compacted behind the scrum there, and then launched themselves forward. Didn't quite come off for them. I think perhaps they needed a little bit more width on whatever they were running. It's there for Miller again. Picks to go short side through Hugh Morgan. Scalabrini's in there. Warwick defence is pushing them out, but it's a penalty to Wellington. Miller runs it in quickly. Are they in a position where they might take it back for 3 points and square things up on the scoreboard?
Scrum opted.
So Wellington opt for the scrum. Goes down well with their supporters in the stands.
Right, thank you.
Warwick make the noise to urge on their defensive support. Big shot from Wellington. Nearly a nudge at the bottom of the scrum, and then a great direct line straight through the middle, and look who it is! Lazarus himself, Ross Hannacum, back onto the field, having hobbled towards the touchline with an injury. He then smashes straight through the centre, and what a line that was, Natasha Hunt.
Yeah, well, that clearly injury wasn't hampering him there, was it? What a line. The pace that he comes on at, I thought he fumbled the ball at the back of the base there, but brilliant line. Just evades the defence, and then a great finish as well.
Send him on, mate, get him off.
Well, great score from Wellington. Surging straight through. Sinfield adds the extras. Wellington College go into the lead. Oh, the ball come down into Warwick hands.
Leave it out, Black! Hands out!
Little short-range pass. Trying to crash through. Get over the gain line. Warwick not too wide at the moment. They've certainly looked the most dangerous when they've had a back line to speak of. But now they've given it away, and it's going to be a race to the line. And I don't know if they're going to catch him. The chase is on. Can they haul him down before he gets there? Oh my goodness me. Ball is there for Wellington. Can they use quick ball to get there? They knock it on at the base. Oh my word. Hannacum was screaming for the line. He's already got one try.
Black 20.
But the chase was absolutely superb.
Fantastic chase back. That's what you want to see, the intent from those boys. Somebody's break the line. That could have been a clear try.
Keaton Barton.
Absolutely brilliant. And you see now all of the Warwick boys in your picture coming back, getting onside, and the counter ruck causes the knock on. Brilliant bit of defence.
Well, there is an All Black legend in the crowd supporting his son Lucas for Wellington. It's Zinzan Brook.
Set.
Living over here in the UK now, of course.
Full arm, stay.
Oh, that ball went back on the Wellington side to begin with, but then it's come back for Warwick. A little turn and straight from Zander Eddy. Penalty coming for Warwick.
Hands in.
It's getting tighter as Warwick do more and more to threaten the Wellington line. They had the run on Wellington in those exchanges. Look at the shove, though, from the boys in black and yellow. Warwick do well to deal with it. Oh, it's untidy as they try and run around the corner, and then it goes forward. That was inaccurate from Warwick, and Wellington defend it well.
The mark's on him.
They looked for a moment like they were going to kick for the corner. Well, they do try and kick possession away. Do they not realise perhaps how little time they've got to try and launch an attack? They need cool heads and a strategy to get the ball up the other end. Keep ball and send the runners and support. But at the moment, it's a bit loose from Warwick. Kicking it away without much time left. It's back for Hugo Bright. He'll happily take the offer of the support runner while his legs are only operating at about 60%. Counter-ruck from Warwick.
No hands.
Is it coming back on the Wellington side? It looks to be. Players at this stage will be wanting to know exactly how long is left.
Yeah, I think I just heard the ref's whistle bleep as well, so Wellington could have potentially put the ball into touch there. As it is, Warwick will launch another attack.
Carried forward by Forsyth. Out down the three-quarter line. Can they find the room to get going on the outside? Making some good ground here, Warwick. Picked up by the scrum half, he gets dragged into touch. Is that the final act? It is! The ball needed to come back in field from Warwick, but it's no matter as far as Wellington are concerned. They are victorious, and we will be without Warwick in the Under-15s Cup final for the first time in some years.
Well done, young man. Good game. Well done.
It's been a low-scoring encounter, but it's been absolutely gripping.
Well done, boys.
Piers Morgan will be pleased. His son put in a decent shift. Warwick, they had the slenderest of advantages. But when Hannacombe scored the try that was converted by Sinfield, Wellington went into the lead and they did enough to hold on to it and see the game out. Natasha Hunt, your thoughts on Wellington making it through to the final at Twickenham?
Thank you.
A great team performance, to be fair to them. Like their coach alluded to at the beginning of the game, they didn't necessarily have outstanding players and they didn't breed that within the squad, but what they did have was 1 to 15 solid players, and their basics really shone through there. Simple catch pass, really nice line that got him straight under the post, and good execution then to come out after the half. Absolutely. Joined by Kevin, who's the master in charge of rugby at Wellington. Kevin, what are your thoughts? You must be absolutely buzzing for the boys.
Yeah, really delighted for them. I mean, it wasn't the most compelling spectacle of attacking rugby, but that's because the teams worked so hard in defence. Both teams, credit to Warwick, they worked very hard and made us work for everything that we got today.
What does it mean to you and your team to be heading to Twickenham on the 16th?
It's fantastic for the boys to have worked so hard all year and to have that chance to win a championship at the home of rugby. So I know that they'll be really buzzing about it.
Definitely, and you mentioned in your pre-match interview that you didn't have outstanding players, you didn't breed that in your team, but you had really great performances 1 to 15, and that was something that you really looked to focus on. Do you think that came across today?
Yeah, I think I said we didn't have any superstars. We definitely have outstanding players, but yeah, I mean that's what it took to win that game. The substitutes that came on made a huge impact, and 1 to 22 today, and not just that, the boys that had played and weren't able to be here today due to injury or selection or whatever. It's a real squad effort today.
What did you say in your halftime team talk? Because they definitely came out firing in that second half. I think the first initial carries, they were really up for it.
Oh, we just turned them around, really. They know what they did wrong in the first half, and it was evident when they came out in the first couple minutes that they'd figured it out. So.
Brilliant. Well, we wish you the best of luck at Twickenham on the 16th. Congratulations for your win.
Thank you very much.
Four tremendous semi-finals here, and it means that on March the 16th at Twickenham, following the result of this second semi-final finishing Warwick School 3, Wellington College 7, we will have the NatWest Schools Cup Vars final, Dr. Challoner's Grammar School against Sir Thomas Rich's, and then the NatWest Schools Cup final. Under 15s, of course, Sedbergh against Wellington College. We've really enjoyed your company for all of the live streams, and we will be back, of course, for that live stream from Twickenham for the under 15s and under 18s finals. What a day of rugby that promises to be. Thanks to Natasha Hunt for her analysis in co-commentary, and for all the team that have brought us the live stream this afternoon. We look forward to your company once again, but from all of us from the NatWest Schools Cup, it's a very good evening from Allianz Park.